Hello, church family. It's good to be with you today. Today we're working out of 1 John 3. And in 1 John, he is describing here the characteristic of a genuine Christian. It's what some call the litmus test. And when you look at it, he says those who claim to be Christians must absolutely display the following characteristics, and that is sound doctrine, obedience, and love. And he says if we have these characteristics in our life, then we should show happiness, holiness, and assurance. So happy, holiness, and assurance or security in our lives, that is what we all want. And he spends a lot of time talking about love, and he calls us little children, of the readers of his letter that he has sent out. And he, some cases he called them my little children, and beloved in other places, and his, which indicates he is a older person, and he is speaking out his wisdom, and he is very direct. He starts out here, behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed on us. What manner of love. And he says, we shall be called the children of God. Because John says there's only two type of children exist in the world, and that is the children of God or the children of Satan. And there's no in between. And he talks about sin and how sin, and if it persists in our lives, whereas we are repetitious in a sin and continue to do a certain sin over and over, that God is not in us. He does not say that we will not sin, but he does say that if we are for repetitive sin, then we cannot be of God. And he talks about the outworking of love. And this is where in verse 18, my little children, let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and truth. It is that we're doing the right things and meeting the needs of others. That is our whole objective, is to love one another. And he's very specific about this and very direct that what we should be doing, and we should be doing it in truth. We should not be doing it to get a reward or something out of it, but we should be doing it with an attitude of love. And then the verse that where he gives a command here is verse 23, and thus this is his command, that we would believe on the name of his Son, Jesus Christ, and love one another as he gave us this commandment. So our objective and our characteristic that we should display in life, as he says in John 14:15, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments, and that we will be obedient, and we will have those deeds that show what our lives are about, that we will show it to the world, and the world will see that. But we do it out of truth, not to gain something in return, but out of love. And it's kind of like this weekend, Ruth and I had to spend Saturday night in Atlanta, and we had to get our bags and so on. And there were more than one young man, and some had families, that took care of our luggage. They had put it on the bus and loaded off the bus, and more than one told me at different times that he'd take care of the luggage. And boy, that means a small thing to them, but that was a big thing to us, not having to pick up the luggage and load it on the bus. So there's many things that we can do, and if we were all doing the Word of God, we would be helping those, especially our brethren within our church. And it's just something that we don't need to pray about, whether we help somebody or not. It says love one another. And that does mean that we are to carry each other's burdens and help where we can. May God bless you. May you have a wonderful day. Take care.